in the Andaman Islands, where there are many different species of animals. One of these is an ancient arthropod that silently crawls on the jungle floor. A millipede. These millipedes are very likely to be seen in our neighborhood among leaves fallen under large trees or fallen logs. With the arrival of the monsoon, they emerge from the leaf litters. They need to come out of the leaf litters, leaving the safety of undergrowth to look for food and meat. It may seem a risky thing to do, but these millipedes have two defense mechanisms. They release poison from their pores in their armor that makes them less edible, and their conspicuous red and black color warns predators to leave them alone. Its body is divided into segments, each with its own pairs of legs. They can have more or less than 100 pairs of legs, varies from species to species. It uses its many legs to move forward or backward willingly. They feed on decaying leaves and plants or chew on tree barks. They have mandibles in their mouth to bite or cut and hold their food. The individual millipedes are either male or female. During the monsoon, they start reproducing so that their offspring get enough food to survive. They emerge in large number as it increases their chances to reproduce and survive. Millipedes are peaceful creatures. They are not territorial or aggressive. They form an important part of the forest food web by working as decomposer. Like earthworm, their presence indicates healthy soil and a healthy ecosystem.
I am Ankita. Today I am here at Biological Park Tapu. So today I am going to do a creative activity that is documenting any organism. So let us see what organism do I get.
Yellow pansy, Junonia hayata. Its habitat includes variety of open areas like gardens, forests, etc. It is usually found in disturbed and natural habitats as long as its basic needs for food, sunlight, and suitable breeding sites are met. It is primarily active during day and seen flying low to the ground or perching on other surfaces. As for flapping its wings while sitting on the ground, this behavior may be a way for butterfly to generate additional heat and warm up more quickly, increases air circulation, and help in efficient heat transfer in the body. According to me, there are three reasons why it sits with its wings closed, that is camouflage, heat conservation, and rest. And when it closes its wings, it tries to blend in with its surroundings. The underside of its wings is brown in color, which help it to camouflage against the ground or other natural surfaces. This is the common defense mechanism in them. And when it leaves, it may open its wings to expose the bright, colorful patterns which help to attract mate or deter predators by signaling its toxic or unpalatable traits. It was also observed bending its abdomen and walking, maybe in search for suitable eggling sites as females have a specialized ovipositor at the end of their abdomen. I saw the interaction between lemon pansy and yellow pansy and wondered how they managed to survive in the same area. So, it is typically during feeding or mating. Both are known to be territorial and may compete for access to food sources. However, they are not typically aggressive towards each other and will often peacefully coexist in the same areas. They are not known to have any major conflicts or aggressive interactions with each other. Do you wonder how the scenario goes while mate selection? Do let me know in the comment section.
Thank you guys for watching my video and don't forget to stay healthy.
Sparrow is a small passerine bird belonging to the family Passeridae. Sparrows are found worldwide except in the polar regions and some remote islands. They are known for the small size, measuring around 12 to 18 centimeters in length. They have a compact body with rounded shape, short wings, and a stout beak. The plumage is usually brown or gray, and they often have distinct patterns on their head and wings. They primarily feed on seeds, grains, and insects. Their diet can vary depending on the availability of food in the environment. They build nests in trees, shrubs, or man made structures, and they lay several eggs in each clutch. These amazing little birds are known for their cheerful chirping and are often considered common and familiar birds in many cultures. Here we can see foraging behavior of sparrows, tail tappings, looking here and there, checking out for predators, dangers, and when it's the perfect moment, they take a bite. As because of deforestation and urbanization, we can see that these birds getting lower and lower in numbers and are now completely dependent on human settlements for their food and shelter. Thus, it is us who has to swoop in and ensure that we thrive together.
I see a very common visitor in my small terrace garden which I could observe so closely. Let's observe its features and enjoy its beauty. We are looking at the small beautiful yellow colored butterfly, namely common grass yellow. These are globally widespread species and commonly found in Asia, Africa and Australia abundantly. It's easily found in human habitations and occurs around the year, most common in post-monsoon months. One can spot a grass yellow easily in their gardens, basking in sun, sucking nectar or just flying from one flower to another. They are found flying close to the ground. It is most active in the morning and the noon. One can easily identify this common grass yellow by its bright yellow color and black spots on the upper side of its wings. You can see the hind wing terminal margined with a narrow black band. The region of dorsal surface reflects pale yellow color than the upper side. The antennas in grayish yellow, head, abdomen and thorax yellow in color. Depending on the season and locality, it has different coloration known as seasonal polyphenism. They have a wingspan of 35 to 45 mm and the flight is rapid. It wonderfully perches on the flowers to suck nectar. You can spot male butterflies in large groups, but females usually fly about by themselves to find nectar as they are more discreet in behavior while nectaring. We can see this butterfly flying from one flower to another for nectar. I wonder, how does it select the flower? They have preferences. Preference for nectar composition, vibrancy of the flower, height of the flower, tube length of the flower, and many other features. We can see this butterfly feeding on this flower with pollens, that is the yellow dust. I wonder if they feed on pollen too. Some butterflies feed on pollen along with nectar, and in fact it becomes part of their diet. Therefore, these butterflies search not merely for nectar-rich flowers but for flowers loaded with pollen, and it helps in pollination. I loved observing this beautiful common grass yellow butterfly, and maybe you can see it visit your garden too if you just look outside your window. Thank you.
Millipedes are a group of arthropods that are characterized by having two pair of jointed legs on most body segment. The term millipedes come from two words. Milli means thousands and peds means feet. There are 7,000 kinds of millipedes across the world. Millipedes are some of the oldest creatures to walk on land. Believe it or not, millipede can regrow their leg if they lose them. A detrivore, such as millipede, is an herbivore that eats decaying plant material. Sometimes, millipedes sexually reproduce, meaning that it require a male and female to reproduce young. Some species can asexually reproduce, however, it is very rare. Asexual reproduction means a female can lay viable eggs without having mated with a male and will therefore create clone of herself. Male and female find each other through the use of pheromones, chemical that produce to attract a male. Male will often perform a mating ritual, such a kind of dance, to show the female his prowess. In some species, the male also stridulates, meaning that they rub their leg on their exoskeleton to create a noise to attract a female. This is the same method as used by grasshopper. Once male and female find each other, mating can occur. The male will hold on to the female. In some species, the male might drum on the female's back with their legs until she allows him to mate. During the mating process, males use modified legs called gonopods to transfer packet of sperms called spermatophores across to the female.
I wonder, what do the eggs look like? Millipedes' eggs are largely small, round and white. Some species create egg cases made of ficus or silk, but most lay egg without any covering. I wonder, how do the parents take care of their kids or the nymphs? The majority of the millipedes lay their eggs and promptly abandon them to hatch into the world alone. However, some species take care of the eggs until they hatch.
In some species, the male and female will mate repeatedly. After mating, the male will take no further part in family life, heading off to find more female to mate with.
Hello everyone, my name is Agnesia. Today I am here at my home backyard at my resident Guptawara.
So recently, when I was wandering around my home backyard, I observed the beautiful leaf nest of the weaver ant in the mango, citrus and ficus geniculata, that is putkal tree. There are two species of weaver ant, the one which is commonly found in India and also in Andaman and Nicobar Island is Oikophila smugdina, commonly known as Asian weaver ant. These ants generally get their name Oikophila smugdina from their leaf nest. They are different from the other ant as most of the species make their home burrowing inside the ground, while these ants make their home nest generally on the fruit-bearing trees and large canopies. I observe that they live at the top of the tree colony and make their own cities through their own architecture and engineering. The all nests are built by tiny worker ants. The ant colonies are founded by one or more mated female queen. A queen lays her first clutch of eggs on a leaf and protects and feeds the larvae until they develop into mature workers. The workers then construct leaf nests. They generally stretch one edge of a leaf and connect it with other leaf through their front legs and hind legs. To do this hard work, they need energy, and the energy obtained from them are from the sources like small insects, caterpillars, and diet with carbohydrate-rich honeydew extracted by small insects, mealybugs. Always used to wonder, how do they build or attach the leaves? With what object do they glue them in order to build a proper leaf nest? From the source of Animalogic YouTube video, I found that these ants generally use the silk to glue them, which is none other than their own babies. Some worker ants carry the larvae to the construction site and others use these larvae to glue them. They generally squeeze the larvae to join to one leaf to another, and the leaf nest is prepared, which are safe constructed that it can withstand high wind and rain. They are very aggressive, and if human or prey come close to their nest, they attack immediately. Their bite is said to be quite painful. They release formic acid, which causes irritation and pain. These ants are also consumed by humans. In some countries, they are highly prized, harvested in vast amounts, and this way contribute to local socio-economic.